Good morning, Word on the Streets here. This is Cheryl Steinman, and today I'm looking at Proverbs 27, verses 15 and 16. It starts out, a continual dripping on a day of violent showers and a contentious woman are alike. Whoever attempts to restrain a contentious woman might as well try to stop the wind. Well, let me tell you something about the wind and the rain. In September of 2021, United States experienced a 100-year-old record-breaking rainfall that hit. Now, I was camping in Michigan, and I have a home in Ohio, and I will tell you that camping when the rain hits was not a good experience. In fact, the rain that you're hearing in the background and seeing is actually me recording it while I was in my camper. I was in a 17-foot camper, and I heard every raindrop, and I felt every wind gust. The rain was so loud it roared. Not a happy, gentle roar, a roaring roar. And the wind in my 17-foot camper felt like air turbulence on an airplane. You know, the kind that you're just happily going along and then the plane shifts suddenly as it hits an air pocket. 24 hours of this non-stop rain and wind. I couldn't get away from it. I couldn't get away from the sound. I couldn't get away from the feel of the wind jostling my camper around. I went to bed just wishing and hoping it would stop. So let me say this. Ladies, are you listening? There was upon me during this time in the atmosphere that the rain and the wind continuously created stress. That escalated because there was nowhere to go to get away from it. I turned my fan up high just to drown out the noise and pray for it to stop. And then back at home in Ohio, the rain was hitting so hard, the side of our house, it came in such a way that it began to pour in through my bedroom window. And my daughter texted me and said that it had soaked all the clothes on a shelf that were by that window. Soaked it. Now, the window was not open. There was no crack in it. It was completely shut. But the driving force of that rain brought it into my home. So the rain had a way with the driving wind behind it to get into that small cracks and crevices and wreak havoc. Ladies, is your speech a driving force that is making others search for a place to go and hide to get away from it? Is your speech so contentious that people just want to drown out the sound? Are you like the rain and the driving wind that just never stops? Are you reminding your friends, your family, your husband that, hey, I think so little of you that I'm going to pour out just contention about the situation and the circumstances? And if you are not married, this is still a challenge for you, because listen to what I have to say. If you are presenting your prayers and your requests to God in the same manner, where it's nothing but a driving wind force and a rain of nagging. Why aren't you doing this, God? Why isn't this fixed? Yes, God. Why isn't the world changing, God? If you sound like that, then maybe He's also drowning out your prayers. Now, of course, God is an infinite deity, and He does not have the same temperament as we do. And I'm so thanking God for that. But just pause for a moment and ask yourself, do I present myself in a way that others would say I'm nagging and contentious? Are my words nagging and contentious to the spirit of other people? Or do I come with a gift of edification? Do I present my needs in a way that others will not feel broken down by them? Am I able to present my prayers and my requests to the throne before the King of Kings in such a way that I will still honor and glorify Him? It's okay if you need help. It's okay if you are saying, but I feel broken on the inside. It's okay to be raw and real with God. But know at the end of the day, don't be a contentious woman. Don't be the driving rain that causes everyone to want to drown you out and seek shelter somewhere else. Listen, there is hope. The first place you need to go is to God and say to Him, forgive me for sounding like this driving rain and the blowing wind. Forgive me for that. and help me through whatever circumstance I have. The second place you need to go to and ask for forgiveness is your family, your spouse, your friends, the people that you have been this driving force with. And the third place that you can go to is a friend if you need one. If you need to figure out how to reprogram your speech or talk in a way that's more effective instead of contentious, I am here. I will pray for you. As always, I'm encouraging you, be blessed. This is Cheryl with Word on the Streets.